stuck inside these four walls, sent inside forever, never seeing no one nice again like you, Mama, you, Mama, you. If I ever get out of here, thought of giving it all away to a registered charity. All I need is a pint today. If I ever get out of here, if we ever get out of here. Well, the rain exploded with a mighty crash as we fell into the sun. And the first one said to the second one there, I hope you're having fun. Band on the run, band on the run. And the jailer man and Sailor Sam were searching everyone for the band on the run, band on the run, for the band on the run, band on the run. Well, the undertaker drew a heavy sigh, seeing no one else had come. And a bell was ringing in the village square for the rabbits on the run. Band on the run, band on the run. And the jailer man and Sailor Sam were searching everyone for the band on the run, band on the run. Yeah, the band on the run, the band on the run, band on the run, band on the run. Well, the night was falling as the desert world began to settle down. In the town we're searching for us everywhere, but we never will be found. Band on the run, band on the run. And the county judge who held a grudge will search forevermore for the band on the run, the band on the run, band on the run, band on the run.
Okay, I think we're live. We should be live. Okay, welcome back to R&R, RTV's one and only resident radio show. I'm your host today, Nathan. I'm the co-host, Ben. And we have a very special episode today. The first time ever we are doing ATVA Roundtable specials.
Yeah!
what is an ATVA and what's a roundtable? Well, our guests are all late at the moment, so you'll have to bear with us at that, but we'll get around to it eventually. We'll be joined by the filmmakers behind exciting up-and-coming ATVAs, the Fishman and the Calton Press. Exciting stuff. But like usual, this is the AirTV radio show, so we'll have to go through the usual, party line and propaganda funnel first and go through all the events of the last week. There's not much to say. Tonight's the directing workshop, which is being hosted by us. So if you want to direct an ATVA, but you aren't too sure how to go about it, or if you don't know what directing means, come to the directing workshop. Then we direct you to go to the directing workshop. Good morning.
Hello. Are we first ones here?
Hello.
Hello.
They should be working.
Sweet.
I hope they are. For those at home, we are now joined by Dylan and Jack.
Yeah.
How's your day been?
Great. I woke up and got ready.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. What about
Yeah.
you, Dylan?
Yeah, got up, got a McDonald's wrap and a
You
coffee.
might be better again.
Oh yeah. You working?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, Rich Girl. I love that song.
I can play it next if you like.
Were you playing it before?
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's my vote.
Next.
Thanks.
Are these mics really sensitive?
Yes,
I don't know.
feel like
You
I can-
have to test it.
I feel like I can hear everything.
Oh.
I'm doing a Peter Dillon thing.
Yeah. And I counted everything on that list.
What kind of list?
The Christmas list.
Yeah.
Do you vape?
Wait, is this mic
Good.
on? Or is it this one?
They both should be
Are
working.
they both on? I'll take this one.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, sorry.
Are we waiting on Tom before we start?
Oh, we've started.
Are we,
No.
are we in the venue right now?
We might be, yeah. I think we are.
Rory, I hope you're enjoying your curly fries and Coke. Good morning, sir. See you later.
But we were just saying tonight's the directing workshop.
Who's hosting it?
We are.
Oh, yeah.
Man, this is going to be one of the best.
Do you want to reveal what it's about? What will we be doing? It's about directing. It's what it says on the can.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what will the task be for the workshop?
You'll go into groups and we'll either give you a pre-existing scene or some prompt, and then it's going to be a short scene, and one person from the group will be the director, and you'll direct that scene, and then you'll pick, then someone else in the group will be the director, and they'll direct their own version of the scene.
Wow. So by the time we go back, everyone in the group will...
6 videos.
Something like that, yeah. And then at next week's editing workshop, run
Who's
by
hosting that?
run by Edward and Rory, everyone can edit their film.
Alright. So we'll have to wait 2 weeks.
Well, if you get it edited in time, you can watch it whenever.
Uh-huh. Oh no, you'd be able to watch it by the end of
Yeah.
that workshop, yeah, so it'll only be a week.
Unless it takes you over 2 hours to edit it.
So what are we editing on, do we know?
I don't know.
But you'll
I'm
find
excited.
out. That's why you need to come to next week's workshop.
Mystery.
Exactly.
Nathan, do you want this one? I'll share that one.
No, I'm good here.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't turn up to tonight's workshop, you'll be sitting with nothing to edit at next week's workshop.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
Yeah.
You really don't want
It's
that.
a sad and lonely experience. You turn up to the editing workshop and got nothing to do.
So how many people are in AirTV, roughly? Like,
I don't know.
like 40?
Officially, I think we have 40 members.
And we're all going to be editing.
Yeah.
Alright. That'll be fun.
Will it be in B33, do you know? I don't know. There's rumours that it might be.
Well, look, if you need people to drop out because there's only a few episodes left.
Well, I wouldn't mind if it's in B33, just, quietly sitting in the corner and getting on with my animation project.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, me too.
I think that would be beneficial.
I like the sound of that.
I mean, what would you rather edit on at the
Avid.
editing workshop?
Get us all in D6 or some Avid. You can teach us how to transcode and consolidate.
Or maybe instead of video editing, we'll just do audio editing.
Yeah, Pro Tools.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
And edit one of these
we
episodes.
can have a radio workshop. We can make a radio workshop video.
Sounds like a plan. Is there a reason that says offer? I don't know. Are we off? I think we're on.
If anyone's listening, just message one of us. I guess.
But there's at least 4 people listening.
Yeah, but they,
No, we're on.
I know we're on. Yes.
The 4 speakers in, what's it called?
Venue.
Yeah. Venue.
They definitely do play it, so...
Although, how many people would be in venue at this time?
I hope not many. That would be grisly.
Karen
Imagine
says
being
we're
there
on. Don't
before
worry,
time.
baby.
It's good to know.
Seabird. Seabird.
Where are you listening from, Kearney? Do you want to call in?
Yeah, if you'd like to call in, just call any of us on Messenger.
Don't call me though.
Preferably not me. I have less than 20% on my phone at the moment.
Yeah, my phone's gonna die as well.
Phone Ben or Dylan, I guess.
Oh yeah, mine's on full charge, guys. Please phone me. For God's sake. You damn hooligans making me...
Oh, she's in work. Where do you work?
I want a full dialogue
It's a
while she's working, man.
one-side interview.
That freaked me out at first. I was like, is there a cricket in my ear? Am I going nuts? Oh, Pinocchio.
Have you ever had a cricket in your ear?
No, but...
If you tune in to the...
Yeah, that was a lie. Did you guys ever see that Shrek horror story?
Spooky Stories thing, it's like 3 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pinocchio Exorcist one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Horrible. Really freaked me out. So I saw that well before The Exorcist. It's scary.
Hello. Good morning.
Tom, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. How do we want to do this?
Just got a share here, though.
Do you want to share this one? You take the middle one.
I mean, does that one work?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not
that
actually
one.
sure because there's nothing
Oh, sorry.
speaking to the
Wait.
4th one.
That one would be yours then, and this one would be mine.
Wonderful.
For the listeners back at home, you can't see this, but we've just been joined by Tom.
Woo!
And to Kearney, currently in the Glasgow office. Hello. Hope you're having a good shift. Hopefully it's not the Civic House.
It could be. If you're at the Civic House, please say hello to all the cafeteria workers for
Yeah,
us.
they were very accommodating to us.
You can tell Matt Lloyd that Michael really likes his interview.
No, I really like that. I like that.
So how's your week been?
Oh, it's fine, not much going on.
You been directing anything, Tom?
I am still writing it, it's nearly finished though, but then it will be
So a writer and director.
writing and directing.
Good grief. The talent on display today.
Are you writing and or directing?
I guess you could call it that.
Really? Could
Yeah.
you call it that?
There are words on the page for sure.
Wonderful.
Yeah. We're both doing it, doing the thing. When do you want to get into that stuff, or you want to do some chin wagging before?
I mean, we can get it out of our system. I mean, you were talking about Pinocchio.
Oh,
A second ago.
talking about getting stuff out of your system. Old Pinocchio goes through the ringer, and it's pretty horrifying. You find out that he's not possessed; he's just got a cricket in his ear. That's why I bring it up, which is Jiminy Cricket. But he like throws up, his head spins around. He does like the crab walk down the stairs. Then he gets thrown up the window down the stairs like the guy in Exorcist, and the cricket falls out. It's good, but it freaked me out. Do you remember it?
No, I think I only watched the first one.
Did you watch the gingerbread man one?
What were
Oh
all
yeah,
three of them?
that one.
He gets the perfect girlfriend, but she's too sugary and goes nuts. That also scared me.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Together forever.
And this was spooky stories told from Shrek.
Yeah, so they go to Lord Farquaad's castle. It's desolate because he's dead, and they start telling stories.
Someone should make an RTV version of that.
Yeah.
I think that would sound good.
A collection of spooky stories as an ATVA.
It's a good idea.
I like the sound of it.
You can get a whole 50 minutes out of that.
So speaking about ATVAs,
Segway King.
how are you all feeling about the ATVAs this year?
Feeling good?
I think it's exciting. We'll get to see everyone's hard work on a big screen.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's good to have a good display of different types of talents. Like there's lots of different styles that happen. And it's
Different levels of talent, for sure, will be on display.
I think I said styles, but well.
Sounds too. No, it's exciting. I mean, this is the first one we've been a part of. First one you've been a part of?
I was at the last one, but I didn't make it.
Yeah. But like kind of being
Yeah, I was
active
the
with
same.
what's on screen is cool. Like I remember I was excited to see your guys because I've been following that. But for a
Yeah.
lot of them, they just kind of showed up, which was exciting. But at least with this one, we have more.
And with our one, I
Engagement
didn't
with
even
them.
play.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
even get to the homeless man.
Yeah,
because the audio was delayed or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
man.
I had the misfortune last year to be in There for Nothing.
Oh yeah.
So I was technically involved, but not willingly. If that makes sense.
Dude, that film's good. I actually am not going to stand for it. It's so fun, and I'm not saying that's because of the kid, but no, you two are genuinely. I found it really funny.
I mean, there's been talks of a remake.
If
I
Nothing
think
too-
Rory Wood Yeah. owns the sequel right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard a lot of rumours that one day there's going to be a sequel or like a legacy reboot.
how would that work? Do you think if we were to write
I'd
it
love a
down?
legacy sequel with a new cast and then the old cast return as like characters that are changed and different
It's sad.
and sad. And,
Is it like an Edge of Tomorrow gig? So the boys have been doing it like every day since it aired,
yeah.
and they know where like all the bullets come from and what happens and how it's meant to go.
And that's why the media office has been shut, because it's stuck in a time loop.
Yeah, because actually, so behind those walls, you two are like just going ham,
I can see
living the
it.
same day every day.
So how many times would you have suicide bombed yourself? 365 times.
Wow.
I mean, it's Stuart Hepburn's favourite actor, so...
That's because time travel, that technically
That's
actually
right.
makes it real.
What do you mean makes it real?
Like he would always say, "Oh, and I love the time travel in Nerf or Nothing." And there's just
It
no
was a
time
time
travel.
travel office film. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we actually included a time loop, that's kind of time traveling.
What was the
Therefore,
time travel stuff in it? I actually forgot.
There
By the
isn't
time I
any.
got to like the 13th minute, I was like, I don't know.
I mean, that's the joke. There was no time travel. He's like, "You guys made the time travel one."
Oh,
eh?"
is there not? I made a joke about making a Nerf for Nothing in the style of Terminator, and someone was like, yeah, no, they did that in the first one.
Maybe that was us again punking you
Oh, right.
because he said there's time travel and there wasn't.
Oh, so there wasn't any?
Nah.
No.
Oh. Well, yeah, there's your sequel right there.
Boom.
Although you were directed to like dress as the Terminator.
Was that the policy?
Yeah. I was told to come in a hoodie and bring sunglasses, and that was it.
That sounds
For
cool.
me, Cameron just turned up in my flat with Nerf guns, and I was like, "Oh, okay, then in a film, I guess."
And then you made that.
Yeah.
Oh.
What I would have given to be on set for the trailer being made.
I don't think anyone was in that room, right? Did you not clear it
I
out?
wasn't in it.
Well, you
Yeah, I
just
had no
soloed that.
idea about that sequence. Although there is a good big article about it,
About the trailer.
about the film.
What is
Shall
it?
we take a read at it?
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
dude.
I hope.
Yeah,
Okay.
we might be doing big articles again. We will be doing them again.
Also, did we write it?
No, the Brig interviewed them.
All right.
So if we want to get interviewed by the Brig for this show's one,
Oh, I understand what you're saying. That sounds cool. Well, do like a whole press tour.
yeah.
Can we get Vanity Fair kind of highlight some of the scenes? This is how we did this. So you see with the torch here.
Not for nothing. The battle of the media societies at the Atlas.
What, was it representing different societies? Is that the
It
metaphor?
wasn't.
No.
I don't know
Sorry,
why
the
they
title.
wrote that.
Nerf or nothing, a whole lot of nothing.
Set in the creative battleground known as Stirling Union's media office, Cameron Johnston's latest short film, North or Nothing, pits two media societies against each other in a war for resources. But that's just not what happened.
What's ironic is that actually aged quite well in terms of the media office being a battleground. It probably looks like a Fallout war zone these days.
It's my first time learning more advanced editing software like DaVinci, so I had to get taught whilst I was going, so a lot of it was experimenting, but I was really happy with it.
It should have been. It's class.
It does feel very experimental.
He said, well, my first film, I didn't know how to use a camera. It was shot on an iPhone, the audio quality was horrible, and the editing was done in iMovie, so it was very, very basic. I also fully misunderstood the rules. He explained how at the last minute, he realised that the films had to be 15 minutes long. This led to a scramble to save the film. I ended up slowing down the whole film in post-production because that was the only thing I could think to do. It turned into a complete mess. And luckily enough, I didn't go to the ATVAs last year because I was away, so I didn't have to sit through the embarrassment of that. But this year I've learned how to use a camera and audio equipment and editing, so I feel much more confident with all of them.
I mean, it shows.
Well, that could be enough for nothing this year. We don't know.
Who would be making Nerf or Nothing this year? Are you
Could
up to
be
a task?
anyone.
Are you up to a task of making Nerf or Nothing too?
I could do it.
You could do it in the directing workshop.
We could.
Yeah.
That might be one of the scripts for tonight.
That would be sick, Barry.
If you have any Nerf guns at home, feel free to bring them along tonight.
Actually, don't, but I would.
We can always draw like a gun on some paper and cut that
Oh,
out.
you know who could do that? Bark for me.
That's another ATVA.
Is it? Is
yeah.
that-
Bark.
Oh, Bark, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Avos.
Well, speaking of ATVAs. But what about them? Well, everyone in this room is involved one way or another in ATVAs.
It's true.
Gonna talk about it?
So why don't you just go first?
You gonna ask us a question about it?
Oh, yeah, interviews.
We will, yeah. We've prepared questions.
Oh, you guys are good at your job.
So what got you into the filmmaking? Why do you want to make films? Or why did you want to study film and media at Stirling?
We're going a bit back here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wasn't planning to come to uni, but circumstances meant that it was probably the best option, and film was the thing I found interesting,
Mm-hmm.
the most interesting. And obviously came into the Film Society, and I haven't made anything yet, and this seemed like the most fun thing to make.
And
first
this
off,
leads up to The Fishman. Is
This
that
leads
the title?
yeah, you just heard the road to the Fishman. And I mean, you guys were first helping me out, as you know. So you're really just asking questions for the crowd here.
Well, it's a round table, so...
It's
well,
a
it's like what they
square.
say in radio. We should know the answers to everything they're going to say.
Absolutely. And that's why you're the good group. As Michael would say. We're the other group.
The others.
Yeah. So the Fishman's gone through multiple evolutions and different cycles to get where it is now. Definitely the happiest I am with the concept, and Jack's been filming all of it, cameraman, cinematographer. Wrote a whole ass scene the other day, so yeah.
A co-writer as well.
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, anywhere I can get your name.
Thank you.
I might just change the
And
title.
the title.
Yeah. At this point. Yeah, that's the road to Fishman.
That's the gist of it.
That's the gist.
And am I right in saying your film's still a mockumentary?
It's not a mockumentary. That's completely gone down the drain. It's now...
A drama film?
It's more drama, yeah, because I was supposed to do it for my digital storytelling, but I was like, I don't have time to make multiple films, so I just made it one big drama type film.
Well, dramas are very successful at the ATVA, so...
Exactly, I thought I'd have more chance of this than I would of a feature.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll just leave Logan then for the only feature for the ATVAs.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. And how, Jack, did you become involved in the Fishman?
I think I asked very nicely to join the writer's room. And then I liked the idea and decided to stick with it. I also know the guy that's directing it.
That helps.
He's pretty cool, so...
Would you say it's nepotism then?
Yeah, I'm definitely a nepo hire for the...
I choose my
guys.
crew.
But you've obviously, it's not an advert, but you've also made an anthology film as well.
Yeah, I definitely made something. Will we see it tonight?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think we will.
Sure.
If you want it played tonight,
Should I not?
I'd go for it.
You really want to spook the kids.
Yeah, this is the first thing I've ever made. I'm happy with some of it. The ending's not clear, but it makes the art house, I guess. So, yeah, it's a film. It's 7 minutes.
Oh, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
You think it'll be the first of many different things you make?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope this isn't the first and last thing I make. Hopefully people see this and like, I know he can do better. So
Could we see
I can't
a
wait for his...
quick production before the episode
What do you mean?
that you submit?
Oh, I mean, I think I have a week between my last exam and the ATVA deadline.
I mean,
so
that's like 3 40-hour challenges.
I could bang out like
Yeah.
a Violent Delights.
I mean, Ian made his one last year in 2 days, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could. Consider this a warning.
Move out the way.
Move out the way.
I'm making a
Your awards aren't safe now.
It's the taking part that counts.
Yeah. There's a participation awards in the ATVAs.
Oh, the Shatfers afterwards.
Oh, right.
Are they directly after?
They got
That's like
3
a
days.
week after, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Where you could win anything from... I'm trying to remember which categories we actually had.
Was there not a wooden spoon thing?
Yeah, there might have been.
I forgot what that even means. I just remember being confused by
There
it.
was one for most avant-garde film.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Like
won
most
that?
likely to be a blockbuster film.
There for nothing.
It could
What
be.
did win avant-garde?
I think it was Tripped Up.
I would have said junk, or was that a different year?
That was last year, yeah.
I would have said Aries one, probably.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about that.
Or was that like the... I can't remember which one. I can't remember the title of that.
It had politics in it.
Yeah, it was the slightly communist one.
I loved Henry's description of it on the website. I think that summed it up. For those at home, you can't see this, but we're going on to the website. You've gone past it.
I was going to say there's no way it's at the bottom.
Yeah, just like
Quite near the
5
top,
other
in fact.
AirTVs.
We're now on the ATVA's page.
That is a
You
lovely...
can follow along if you'd like.
what a useful interface. It's so easy to browse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that.
Would you like to read it out for those at home? I'm not pronouncing any of them.
Mao Zedong was also known as the Chairman Mao and was a Chinese politician, political theorist and poet and communist revolutionary who was the founder of the People's Republic of China, which is led as the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party from the establishment of the PRC in 1949 up until his death in 1976. Enjoy the film.
That sounds thrilling. I love the Nerf for Nothing. It just starts with slamming the 15-minute mark again.
Cameron Johnston brings us Nerf or Nothing, an action romance about one man and how far he's willing to go for his Nerf gun.
Romance? I dig it. They only saw the trailer.
I think so, yeah.
Wow. So how have you all found the process of writing and filming adverts?
Oh, the rating stage first. How is it like to rate an advert?
Fucking painful.
You wish to elaborate?
It's just, when you're sitting there, you're like, your brain goes blank, and it's like, what the fuck are they supposed to say next? And it's like, it'll be good though, but it's just painful.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I struggle with the actual writing of it, like putting it to paper. I've loved like going through the different stages in my head and planning it all out. But in terms of writing, it's been like I'm still not finished the script. Like for the first shoot, just printed out half of it. The other one we didn't have a script, which is not great. But you can still get it done even with that tomfoolery. But the writing has been fun. Coming up with the story at least. What about you, Jack?
I mean, I'm not writing an ATVA, but for writing my anthology,
You co-wrote a lot of that one, right?
yeah.
The Fishman.
But I'll talk about my anthology because I'm more qualified.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did write that, and who knows, it might be an ATVA. But that was nice to write because I had like a scene in mind, and that just ended up becoming the first 3/4 of the film, and then the ending is just on the end. But it was nice to have something solid that I was happy with, and then extend it on both ends. So it was a fun write.
So you'd say you start in the middle and then work it out from there?
Yeah. When I write stuff, I usually either I come up with an idea because I listen to a song and I'm like, wow, that was banging. How would I use that in a film? Or I just have this really cool shot in mind and I just extend it on both ends until I can't. And then you've got an anthology there.
And do any of you feel when you're rating a film, do you take from like real life experiences? I know when I'm rating, I'll think of something, something weird that someone said and then find a way to include it.
Do they have a belt on their head?
No.
I mean, it's nice to like work real life things into it. It makes it easier to come up with ideas, because what I tend to do is I come up with like, ideas of what I want the story to go with. Then the difficult bit is actually getting the exact stage by stage of how that happens. But yeah, I think it's good to draw from real life.
I mean, I almost caved entirely. Mine's pretty much explicitly true events that I've just copy and pasted onto film.
Did it happen to someone in the Wild Swimming Society?
There's stories. There's old tales.
Spooky stories from the World Swimming Society.
Yeah, from the
Elliot
lagoon.
from the break?
Yeah, as we know and love.
Friend of the show.
Very strange of.
Have you read the script that Paul wrote for Focus tomorrow? It is actually...
I did have a look at it.
It's terrible. It's so bad.
Wait, how can you script a
If the
focus?
Greg is listening to this is actually our April Fool's edition.
This is our April Fool's.
We
Day.
weren't-
I'm not slating your
This
script,
was
Paul,
recorded on
except I am
April
because it's terrible.
Yeah.
So take everything we say with a grain of salt.
I mean, what do you think the thought process for like writing a focus script is compared to writing an advert script?
I think writing a focus script is more just like, it's just completely factual. You don't need to come up with like fancy storylines and shit. It's just like straight, this is what happened, this is what is happening, blah de blah de blah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't watch them, but I thought focus episodes were like interviews.
They used to be. We're changing that.
Oh, right. I was going to say, how do you script that? I'm not sure like asking them to like,
Let's
read
all
off the
go
card.
It was all fake.
We're making up a new format, but we've not
Right.
released the last two yet because we didn't exactly work
Right,
correctly.
okay,
So
I
we're
get
just
you.
trying to polish out details.
That's cool.
I mean, I was surprised when I read that because what Paul was writing is about the assisted dying bill.
He takes
And
it
he-
as too
he's
jokey.
like, yeah, I was surprised by how much he was trying to make it funny.
Yeah, I was not. There was a lot of texting going on.
Especially since he's like against the bill. So he's like,
It just reads like. He just thinks it's fun. It just reads like he thinks it's the most hilarious thing ever, and it's like, it's not. It's about death. Like, why are you finding so much joy in it?
If you're listening to this, Paul, feel free to phone in and debate your side of it. I mean, four of us don't know who you are, so we'll try not to be biased. I mean, do you ever feel like when you're writing an advert or just a film in general, you're kind of, do you ever kind of take from real people and write them into a script? Because I found recently, like, I'll take things people have said and incorporate them into characters.
Would this be? Is this being adapted into anything?
It may be.
One of these conversations.
Could be.
Great. I look forward to it.
I mean, me.
Do you want to talk about bitch?
Yes, I had a character in. Obviously, I renamed them to Emily, but in my script, their only descriptor was bitch. Not that I had anyone in mind, but when I'm writing something, I write it knowing that I don't have a budget and that I probably won't have a lot of locations to access. So I usually write it with cast in mind, and that'll like affect how I just pictured the person that I want to cast. Yeah, that's all I think.
What about you, Tom? Do you write with limitations in mind, or do you just write anything and then try to fix it on the day?
I just write about anything and I try and work that around what I then
Yeah.
have or who I have to work with. So I mean, I have completely casted my actor, and there are some characters who are written with people in mind, but other than that, no, it's just to sort of let what happens happen.
I mean, I'd say we're kind of the same. We've written in some locations that have been very difficult to get, which would probably, if we'd known how difficult it would have been, might not have borrowed, but
that wasn't too difficult.
yeah, it wasn't, to be honest, but
Settle in.
That was easy. You saw how easy getting that
Yeah.
was.
Wait, so what are you referring to?
I was mainly referring to the castle.
Oh, yeah, of
I'm
course.
thinking about it, that's been pretty easy as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The one we're in the now, or Stirling Castle?
The one just over that way.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
You just have to walk in and they let you film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That is really cool. I mean, was it in half of the vampire one on the roof?
Yeah.
Ages ago. That's so cool.
Yeah, I think that was like 10 years ago, I think, when the uni owned this building, but now like they're renting out to all these different groups.
Mm.
I mean, that seems to be a trend for actors as well, vampire films, you know?
I think we're due a new one, no?
Yeah, well, we had the Vampire Mystery Mansion in 2014, and then Ian always, you know, brings vampire vibes along with Get Home Safe, and we might be due another one this year. Is that something that any of you would know about?
We can only hope. I think it's on pause right now, because of scheduling issues.
Speaking of paws, is there not a werewolf?
Yeah, speaking of sharp teeth and wolfish grins, yeah, it might have to pivot to a werewolf.
I thought it was
Picture.
a werewolf thing.
No. But I think he's always there.
I mean, I
Under
only
the
bring it
surface.
up because there does seem to be a trend of people making vampire films
Mm-hmm.
for actors. So,
Yeah.
I mean, does
It's like a
the
magnet for gold.
I think so. It's like kind of biopics for the Oscars. You make a vampire film, you're gonna get some gold.
Was one of the anthologies not about a vampire? Was it M? I don't know if they were just in it or they directed it.
Well, that was about a succubus.
Alright, is that not just a vampire then with blunt teeth?
Is it?
I think so.
It may be, yeah.
Like it drinks blood, but it's a girl.
I mean, a succubus, if I'm not mistaken, is like more kind of drains a life force and is kind of more demonic. Demonic in nature. I don't know.
I mean, they do eat people.
Yeah.
So
Sucks them dry. That would be cool. A vampire film.
It'd make a good anthology, I think.
yeah.
I hope,
Strong narrator.
I hope he tightens his laces and gets back to it.
Because that's obviously another aspect of ATVA season. You're not just all kind of making your own ATVAs. Everyone kind of helps everyone else. It's the same thing.
That's the spirit we try to keep up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I think the other ones are going well, even though they haven't gone into production, as in yours, Logan's, Who Else Summer. I've gotten a couple scripts from Daniel and James and Owen.
Or did you read them as well?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you've got 20 days to get them finished.
No
And
pressure.
that includes the
Yeah.
day, so...
Oh my, yeah, and to make a
It's really
trailer and a
morning,
poster.
yeah.
Wow.
You know, you've got even less time to make the trailer because, am I correct in saying that has to be in for the 18th?
Oh,
Mhm.
really? Oh, poop.
Oh shit.
Oh, poop.
Poop.
I mean, you'll have enough stuff for a trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, we can really choose the genre with the trailer of Fishman, can't we?
Do we make it like also like every 10 seconds it
But
just
do we also
switches
make
like
it a song of
starts out
Whiplash
like
as well?
in a world, and then just start like there's a big scream,
Yeah.
it turns like black and white, and then it turns into like a rom-com, and then it ends like this summer.
It's like the trailer for A Haunting in Venice.
How did that go again?
That was
starts off
straight horror, wasn't it?
Yeah, it starts off like you don't know it's one of the Kenneth Branagh detective films.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow, this looks like a really cool horror movie set in Venice. And then like
He just-
halfway through he just turns up and it's like, oh, it's this guy.
Man, he's such a little plague. I feel like he has so much clout.
Mhm.
For real. He was in Tenet, so I like him.
Even in that, like, one of the worst parts of it, does he not just have like a really gammy Russian accent?
Yeah, and he hates his wife.
Yeah, hates his wife. Actually, no, I take it back. He's cool.
Yeah.
I love that character.
And he does that whole bit where he interrogates her, like, backwards or something. That was cool.
Huh.
Tenet things.
For real.
I mean, we love Tenant here at RTV. You know, our alumni, Rory Power Gabe.
Mm-hmm. Worked with the man. That was super cool.
Never got to really talk to him, but
Yeah, he shot, if any of you are familiar with the film, he shot the Michael Caine exposition. Well, he didn't shoot it, but he was on the
And the
set.
catamaran. No?
I think so.
I think so. Because he said, like, oh, that one was really hard to do. And I was like, the Michael Caine exposition scene? He was like, no, the catamaran.
And I think Tenet might have been the last Nolan film that Michael Caine has been in.
yeah,
Right.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll come back. I don't know if he's too old, but it's a good film to go out on.
I thought he retired.
Is
Yeah.
Michael Caine retired?
He
He
has.
is retired, yeah.
But there's still, you know, they can always say, I'm not retired anymore.
Oh shit.
But he is retired at the moment.
At this point in time,
He is retired.
Okay.
Last time I checked.
You may change his mind.
Maybe he'll make his debut again in an ATVA. We don't know.
Again,
If
before I
Michael
go.
Caine would submit a surprise act for that, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
To present Best Director, could we get David Tennant?
We could try. We did actually ask him to be a judge 2 years ago.
Our favourite Scottish director.
And his agency came back and said, unfortunately, during May and June, he's busy. And he can't say why he's busy, but he would have come.
Well, we
And it
asked
was
him
because
this
he
year.
was filming Doctor
try.
Who at that point.
That's so cool. But he's not filming that anymore.
Yeah.
He's doing probably like a grizzled old man who's like a detective or a dad on BBC.
Probably. Or both of them.
Or a gay little devil. One of the three.
I mean, if you had to pick a lecturer to
For saying best film, who would you pick?
Apart from Michael McDonald?
You can pick Michael if you want.
Just
He
anyone
could do
anyone
some.
but the man.
You say anyone but the man. What do you mean?
Hep.
Nah, he might be in venue.
Anyway, I think we'll cut to a song break. Did you want to play this, or has anyone got a suggestion?
Rich girl.
This is what happens to you if you make a vampire film, as proven for the list of ATVAs.
You're a rich girl and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch girl, but it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, money won't get you too far, get you too far. And don't you know that it's wrong to take what is given you, so far gone on your own. But you can get along if you try to be strong, but you'll never be strong, 'cause you're a rich girl and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch girl and it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. So money, money won't get you too far, get you too far. High and dry, out of the rain. It's so easy to hurt others when you can't feel pain. And don't you know that a love can't grow? 'Cause it's too much to give, 'cause you'd rather live for the thrill of it all. Oh, you're a rich girl and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. And you can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch girl and it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Yeah. Say money, money won't get you too far. Say money, money won't get you too far. Say money, money won't get you too far, get you too far. And you say you can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. You're a rich girl, a rich girl. Oh, you're a rich, rich girl, yeah. Say money, money won't get you too far.
A good script, but
Yeah.
it depends how self-insert it is.
Anyway, we're back on. Okay, we were just saying we think that we should reach out to Jeannie Ann and Michael to hand out the Mark Ellis Sound Award. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you think any of us would get best sound? Do you think we get best sound?
I don't want to
Okay.
speak
I
from
mean, have we
experience.
got any sound effects?
No,
Or
not really.
Unless you can make. Oh, we've got the alarm clock, and I guess if you can screech pretty well, then
You guys you weren't there for that shoot, but we were debating on whether there's a scene where someone wakes up from an alarm. Like, we could put an alarm sound in, or I can just be in the corner of the room and going like, and we decided to go for that. So that best
That could
soundscape.
work.
Yeah. Perhaps.
But by the time we start rolling, it's one beat and you just hear, and then the person wakes up.
So it's not clear.
So if you could all win one ATVA, what would you like to take home?
Just
Or
one
what's
for
the
Jake.
aspect that you're focusing
Best
on the
picture.
most
Yeah.
in your films?
We're really not focusing on one to get. That's not code for all of them. That's code for, like, I really
We'll take what
wasn't
we can get.
making it with like any awards in mind.
Because, like, obviously, like, best writing, best directing, best picture kind of in the bag, but, like, we weren't aiming for anything in particular.
Just wait until it's going to be insufferable when he has a rollout for his own thing. And it's just this for like 2 months. This is him coming in with an anthology. and a credit on another person's film. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
So you wouldn't want to win best production design for the Fishman outfit?
Is there costume or just production?
Was it character design?
Character design.
Yeah, you could get
Maybe that. Not that we're going for that, but that actually could be
Yeah,
one that
that's-
we're up for. I mean, I do love the hat and the belt and the bandage, I must say, and the jacket.
Wait
Yeah, I
until you
never
see
thought about that.
Crawford's uniforms.
Huh?
Wait until you see Crawford's
Oh,
uniforms.
yeah. You guys got it in the bag. Sounds great. Sounds so good. Yeah, and you got the apron. You got a little
The
pen.
apron.
yeah. What about yourself? Is there anyone that you would like to take home?
Well, I'm the same. I'm not really particularly going for anything, but best sequence could be quite a nice one to
Yeah.
get.
Sequence.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Is that ATVAs or Sharpers?
I don't know.
So that's just like a segment in the film, right?
Yeah, best like segment, like the best like
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
most aesthetic like shot. I think.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah, that's something I'd like to get that.
Yeah,
Oh,
sequence.
for real. I might aim for that then. That's like.
Bro, you just thinking sequences.
I just think in a sequence, yeah.
I mean, we made one the other day.
You know, you can sit
That
through
is
the,
a
the
very
5 minutes
cool
on each
sequence.
end, but when that one sequence comes, people go,
My film is all very sequence focused. It's very much essential.
like Indiana
The-
Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I mean, it may just be Indiana Jones. You don't know, do you?
A sequence of mistakes, a domino effect.
No, I love when films are split into sequences, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like, it's so nice to be able to just, like, obviously I don't know your script, but, like, just being able to think of all these different moments, and if, like, they're different enough from each other that it just feels like different places and times, and it's just,
Yeah, exactly.
It's peak.
That's the sort of thing I'm going for. It's supposed to be like a
So you wouldn't want to win cinematography then?
I mean, it's not
He wants
that.
to so bad. I'll say for him to save him gawking himself for another 2 minutes.
At the moment,
Yes.
it sounds like you could win it for several different films.
I've only done one.
Well, you've done one scene on ours
Oh,
so
right,
far,
alright.
so it could be a joint one. You don't know.
I don't know, it's a gimbal gimmick. It ain't gonna last long, but I genuinely think Dylan's vision for Fishman has potential to
Sweet.
get cinematography and directing.
For that scene, I think that scene there's been nothing special lighting wise up until then. But
No, but
that's-
even
that scene-
apart from that, like the opening,
the black and white's pretty cool.
yeah.
What about People's Choice Award? Or the Fan Favourite Award?
Do we have any slime that drops on us when it's like best director? Ah!
I'm gonna get slimed.
You can suggest.
That'd be cool. That would be fun. I mean, it's it's hard to predict how people will take your film. I just want people to have a good time with it for 15 minutes or so.
I mean, I feel like getting it in a cinema and if people react when you want them to react, that's enough of a reward.
And I scream laugh every
Yeah.
5 seconds to remind them.
Because
I'd like
you
a
may not
board light
always
up that says
get the
laugh and
chance
clap.
to see a film in the cinema, so that's the real award at the end.
Absolutely.
That's
Unless
generally the only
they-
reason I'd want to make an ATVA, just so I can have something show on
Yeah.
that.
Just don't make it animated
Oh,
so that
right.
they link the sound.
Dog.
I'd love to. I've not seen it. The ATVAs I've watched, no one's done a good jump scare. So I'm thinking I've pitched you this before, the 15-minute black screen ATVA with the intermittent random jump scares.
I mean, that just sounds
You
like
should
so
go
much
to
fun.
2014 on the ATVA page. Can you go to that guy that made the sound stuff?
What, did someone make like a radio feature?
No, not a radio feature.
Fun with Satan. Well, these
Sense-
look so fun.
Sense of place.
No,
You know, you
couldn't
can,
this one
you can view all of
2013
these on
maybe.
the AirTV website.
Really?
This is a very specific filmmaker. He's actually the guy that made the logo for the society.
And I
Cool.
can see all of these ATVAs under the ATVA section on the AirTV website.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy here. He submitted 2 of these back to back for 2 years in a row.
Heck yeah. Bit of epilepsy. I only watch epilepsy warning films.
Oh, this is a strobing light for.
So imagine sitting through that for 5 minutes.
when you enjoyed
submitted-
that.
That guy submitted a version of that every year he submitted.
Did it win
Imagine
anything?
sitting for 5 minutes listening to that.
Should we?
Did it win anything? Best
I don't
sequence?
think so. But that's actually the guy that made the logo for the society.
Why don't we just remake it so it's the logo, but like going
Yeah.
nuts? It sounds
Did
like
you do
anytime
this
Electro
one?
comes on screen in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Is this
Just a-
no? No. But I mean, Patrick was talking about making a film that was like just one shot of a TV, or like the camera's in the corner of a room and it's static for the whole 15 minutes, and it's like still life. Nothing happened.
Wow.
That sounds good.
It sounds like a Bill Douglas film.
Yeah.
The one with the old lady's house or whatever. I forgot what that was called. That was a
I
riot.
mean, it was still life. Was it?
Oh yeah, it was called Still Life, wasn't it?
Wow. So you can make anything.
hmm
So when it comes to shooting an ATVA, how much did you storyboard it? How did you plan the shot? And are you storyboarding it? Are you reading shot lists, or are you just winging it?
I'm just winging it.
Yeah.
I just start writing because I storyboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, talking from experience, in first year we storyboarded our whole film and then had to rewrite it at the last minute, so it didn't come in very handy. But
Will be.
Yeah, so with Fishman, right, we were filming my anthology, and as we were filming it, we were already thinking of shots for Fishman. So we storyboarded the whole thing over like 2 weeks after we'd finished the script. I'm just kidding.
I was like,
we went
what are
the
you
whole
talking
thing.
about? When are you going to break? This didn't happen.
Yeah, we went.
The reason I wanted you to go is so you could talk about some planning, because I was just going to go next and say, I don't plan shit. We do not storyboard.
No,
You know, that's not true. We had a post-it note, and you drew a little boot
Oh yeah, no, actually we did that.
with the lake
we
in the
did
background,
storyboard the opening.
stomping on mud. So that was the first shot. We storyboarded the first shot. Did we even really use it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the boot.
The boot, the bigger boot shot.
Yeah, the bigger
and it
boot
pans
shot.
up.
I think it's probably valuable. I'm just not a big planner.
Yeah, I mean, I write stuff based off like a shot or a sequence. So a storyboard, the bit I think looks nice and I want people to focus on, and then the rest of it is winged.
I have like a shot list in my head, but like actually making it or drawing it, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, you'll see my anthology. It is shot, reverse shot for every single conversation, but there are some nice shots. I have fun on phone calls because obviously you only need to focus on one person. You need to cut, so I can bring the camera wherever I want when someone's on the phone.
and obviously you can't make a film without actors. So how have you guys all found the casting process? Have you had people in mind for it, or we just had to ask?
Well, I asked you two very nicely, and you said yes. So I think that
Yeah.
that works.
For my anthology, I was already friends with everyone. Me,
Obviously.
Teddy, and Freya we've been
that
friends
usually
since
helps.
first year. Yeah, and then I'd got to know Maddie because of the radio thing we done, that interview about cost of living. And then I just slid in at the end with an interview question if she'd like to be in my ATVA, and she said, not my ATVA, my anthology, and she was like, yeah, sure.
We should have asked what's her name, like chaplaincy girl.
Yeah.
And then I managed to cast a voice over a phone. Dylan, he's the Nepo actor.
You did very good in that. I
Yeah.
was spooked in that scene.
Oh really? Oh yeah, you guys have like seen and heard it. I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's actually kind of crazy, right? Because he didn't listen to the audio, but it just syncs up perfectly because he managed to word it like and say it in the same like rhythm.
Managed to with ease first try.
First try,
baby.
That was over Snapchat. It was a Snapchat voice recording he sent me, and I was like, I'll
Yeah,
take it.
even from afar, 3-pointer. Nothing but net.
Swish.
So have none of you had the experience of asking someone you've never spoken to before to be in it?
No, but have either of you?
Vaguely, yes. Which I would imagine is a very different kind of experience to just working with people you know.
You know, I almost got the train home from Edinburgh with said actor the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like passed him like 3 times, going for the same train. We were both like unable to find the platform. Little guy, but he didn't have a bandage or a belt or a hat on. He was just clean.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
Not going full method.
just living his life.
I'd expect all actors I work with to be clean.
Thank God. Yeah.
I feel like it'd be really scary telling someone you're not like friends with or you don't know like to do something.
Yeah.
Or like, can you do that again?
I mean, that's how I
Tell him
feel
to do it
every
better.
time
But
I schedule with you.
I find it interesting because, like, for instance, when we did that scene, when we wrote it, we knew, or at least going into it, we kind of knew that you were the waiter character, so we knew roughly what you were going to do in it.
Mhm.
And like, we were kind of expecting you to do it. So,
And you did do it the way
Yeah.
we thought you would.
but then the other guy, when he's doing it, because I hadn't like really met him before, he's not doing it how it is in my head. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking like,
Mhm.
well, I've got notes for him. I don't have any notes for you.
That's funny.
Which does make it a bit more awkward because then it seems like you're picking on the person that you don't know as well.
But at least he kept the belt straight.
Yeah. It is weird though when you have to direct someone you don't really know at all.
I get that. No, I try to surround myself with people I know because I don't branch out or make new friends. I'm very insular.
My entire cast is very much nepotism. It's like I know you. You're in my film.
You're my friend.
You're my friend. Be in my film.
And that's a good way to do it, I think.
Yeah. I think so. It helps with scheduling as well because they're like more likely to, I don't know, make time for you.
I think it'd be so immersive if like you're able to like cast people that no one else knows and go to locations no one's ever heard of
Yeah.
or like seen before. I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I hope there's a film coming out soon that does that.
Is there?
A little bit, I think.
Oh, sorry, I don't know. Just making a comment.
I mean, obviously, if you've got a good cast for your films at the moment, is there anyone in the future that you would like to work with for an actor? Is there anyone you've got like a bucket list for? Like, I'd like to work with this person and that person before I leave.
Shani and Oliver from Suds would be amazing. Yeah,
I can put in a good word for
Yeah, please.
Oliver for you if you want.
please do. I'm trying to remember. My only like exposure to them was the scenes by Suds. I'm trying to remember who can shout nice. No, yeah, I think they're the two that I noticed.
I mean, my list is only one long, but I'm already in discussions with this person. I'm hoping it's a long-term relationship. What about you, Tom?
I'm sure I'll find people who I want to work with. There's no one I have in mind at the moment, but
You got everyone already on dial in the book,
yeah, exactly.
in the film.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
lovely.
But you know, actors are like cattle.
Cattle?
Yeah.
How?
Just stop it there.
Something you don't rein them in. It's an Alfred Hitchcock quote. We don't honestly believe that. They're very talented artists in it themselves, you know. They light up the screen.
But some filmmakers believe that the film is like, you've kind of mentally finished the film when you finish the script. And like the rest of it's just kind of tedious. Does anyone else feel that way?
Yeah.
'Cause I kind of feel that way.
I kind of find it the other way around, honestly. I mean, to a certain degree, I believe that, but at least the way I work, I'm just looking forward to the shoot because I think most of the work actually gets done on the shoot in terms of like realizing what's actually going to be there.
Yeah.
And then the edit, that's a completely different story. But I don't enjoy editing, so I guess not that.
Yeah, for me it ends after shooting's done. Only because I had some complications where I had to wait a month before I could finish mine. Or
Happens.
maybe over a month. So I fell out of love with it, and now I'm not happy with it anymore. I would have been happy if I'd had it submitted and done, and I could be like, yeah. I can be like, yeah, no, I made this in a week, right? But no, this took like a month. and it does not look like a month's worth of work.
I mean, I enjoy the shoot. I think that's a big part of it. But I hate editing. I just cannot edit.
So stinky.
It's just so, yeah. I mean, obviously it needs done. It's a very important part. But it's the...
I mean, I feel like I'm maybe the opposite, because when you're at the edit, it's like I've done everything else and I don't have to do anything now. It's kind of, I'm just have to edit together, and that's kind of the rest of the process. Like, I don't have to schedule anyone or like actually be anywhere.
No, I do like editing. I just like editing when I want to.
Yeah. I mean, my thought's more like having to schedule people to be at places at time, and then like having to actually work on it is more stressful. So it's like, if you've got to the editing stage and you've managed to do all of that, it's kind of like you've done the hard work at that point, I guess.
Yeah. Close.
But I mean, we'll find out all about editing at next week's editing workshop.
Thank God, just in time. Because I wouldn't know what to do if not.
I mean, you could make us start editing your one, right?
Yeah.
If you get taught. You can ask if you can bring your own footage along.
Yeah, actually.
Then you can give them to Rory and Edwin a co-editing or editing supervisor credit.
Perhaps. Editing supervisors.
And if you win best editing,
They can go up and get the award
split
for
the
you.
trophy.
I'm just surrounding myself with the best of the best, honestly. I'm going to invite half of the audience up there because they've all had fingerprints on my phone. It's so dumb. Are there any films that you guys would like to see more of at the ATVAs? Just seeing something that you don't usually see, apart from Vampire.
Well, I think it's looking like a good selection so far, you know? It'd be cool if someone made like a sci-fi film one day.
I think it's hard, but we all would like to see
I mean,
stuff like that.
Kieran almost did it last year.
With what one?
Did you see the Doodad from up above?
Oh, yeah. I like that one. I
first
really
one.
like that
Yeah.
one. But then it got took off the YouTube and I
Yeah.
can't watch it anymore. Because I had a really scary sound effect for it. I'm assuming it was either a dog getting murdered by the UFO or it was just the noise the UFO made. But I really wanted to go back and listen to that again. I couldn't.
I mean, it was a really good, like, cold open.
Was the cold open when the person flies about behind,
I mean, it's the
behind
whole
the window?
film is like a cold open. Because there was like another whole film after that, which didn't get finished.
Oh yeah, I remember it was... Yeah.
Sucks. And he hasn't said he's going to come back to it.
I don't think he has. No, he isn't.
Damn.
If he's listening and wants to give anyone context, feel free to phone in.
Kieran, your camera.
Maybe a James Cameron situation, like Avatar is going to come back in 10 years.
Yeah.
The second one will be like
I've mastered the
miles
world.
better.
This sandbox is mine. Anything you'd want to see, Tom?
I don't have many words at this point.
What about a feature win?
A feature win?
Yeah.
Well, if there's only one feature, it'd be quite...
What if it conquers all of them?
Well, if it conquers all of them, that would be impressive.
If a feature film comes in, well, not a feature length film, but a feature film comes in and wins best sound and it beats all the other ones,
That'd be really cool. I think that'd be really good.
there'd be nothing stopping it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's never happened before, has it?
It may have happened. I don't think it has.
What I'd like to see is I'd like to see someone try and make a one-take film. Not legitimately, but like give the impression of a one-shot. I think that is
So
possible.
you wouldn't want to see a legitimate one-take film?
Well, like, yeah, I would, but I feel like it'd be easier and more engaging if it was split up.
Did you see Ian's film from last year?
Was that the one inside the house?
Yeah.
Was that a one take? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even notice. Oh, yeah. Like that.
Wasn't Paul's film in one take last year?
Yeah.
What was Paul's?
But you mean going from like
Bring it up just now.
location to location in one shot?
Yeah.
Like a 1917 type film?
Kind of thing, yeah, where you use wipes or even just going through a dark space to fade to black or something. Like, you could... Oh, yeah, right. think this is a one take. I think there's a close up.
The vending machine doesn't work.
I wonder if this got best sound.
It's honestly decent. No, it's like an alarm. A fire alarm.
You probably set off the alarm since it's late at night.
Please choose the desired product.
Alright, done.
Please pass your credit card. Please wait for confirmation. Thank you for your time.
No.
Outro music's badass.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, but if the camera moves and, like, you know, goes somewhere. I think that'd be pretty pog.
Oh,
should
would
do
they?
it. That would be cool. I wouldn't make it look like a one shot if it wasn't though. I'm too lazy to like cut that together or plan it. I would just genuinely shoot the entire thing in a one. If people smile or laugh or look at the camera when they say I don't it's saying then don't care.
I mean, you were involved in a one-shot take recently.
Yeah, the Shaun of the Dead.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we all had a great experience on that video.
Which was made not one take.
Yeah, they
Because-
cut it in the edit. It was shot in
Yeah.
one take, but it was
because there was
cut in
that
the edit.
reflective like Gru car that sells.
Oh, is that why they cut it? Because you can see the camera in it.
I think so.
Oh.
I mean, I think I actually learned a lot about directing in that workshop.
Yeah, you should like yawn
Because that
better.
was the
What was
first
it?
time I was directed properly as an actor.
Yeah, I mean it was your first time,
Yeah.
pretty much ever.
Yeah, but you had to
Well,
yawn.
you've been
was it?
directed by as an actor loads of times.
Hmm?
No,
So
but
you
the
had to
first
yawn.
time, like very fictitiously,
Yeah.
having to repeat lines over and over again.
Yeah,
I, felt like I was in
Cornetto.
Stanley Kubrick's set.
No, I mean, I thought I'd been directed before, but until I experienced that, I realized no, I actually haven't. This is,
You're like Shelley Duvall.
it was like,
Then we were doing
Truly.
take after take after take, and
I mean,
we
yeah,
must
it
have
was,
spent 20 minutes doing about 2 lines.
it was grueling. I think if it was any longer, I mean, I'm not sure if you've heard the stories of Jake Gyllenhaal and Zodiac, and David Fincher just broke that little kid, and he's been nuts for
Man, I'm
like 20
thinking
years
Shelley
after that.
Duvall and Shane.
Yeah. I think it adds to it though, because you can really see like the wear and tear. Like,
I mean,
it comes
miserable.
across in the performances of you guys, and
So I mean,
you can tell this is a zombie post-apocalyptic world because of how sad you look.
Yeah. No, I really do look
so I guess
defeated.
for a lesson for anyone directing the act for or going into it, please don't make people do like 20 different takes for one word.
Or if you do want to refer back,
Yeah, go
To
back
that.
to the Shaun of the Dead video.
Yeah.
honestly.
So how do you think you operate as a director? Or will operate? Like what are
Or
your
how would
methods?
you like to operate?
What kind of set would you like to
Policies.
set environment would you like to create?
I'm generally fairly relaxed, I think. I like to keep, like, everyone just, like, do what they do. I don't over-direct, I don't think. I just sort of let people do what they want with the character. Like, if I write it, then
I mean, that's a
interpret
good
it how
way to
you
do
will.
it. Because it's like everyone's if everyone's good at what they're doing, you kind of just
Exactly.
need to bring them together and kind of get them in the room.
I trust people to do what they're there to do. I don't like
Yeah.
to overly, like, be pernickety.
I would completely agree. Rely on your talented crew, but Jack, would you contest that?
How do you think Dylan has been as a director?
Good, yeah. It lets everyone input what they want into it, and it feels nice because it's almost like everyone will do something on your set that they will see in the film and kind of feel is theirs. And then people will watch it and be like, that line that I improvised or that line that I came up with on the day, like that was me, and there's a part of me in this film now.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to look at it.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. But when you direct, Jack, how would you say that differs?
Don't stray from your lines. Don't smile on set at me. It's not a time to have fun. We can do that when we're watching the film. Because my time's precious, and people should value my time.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to have fun. I mean, on my set where we're drinking, I guess that's mad lenient, but I don't know. I mean, I'd rather other people have fun than the film looks good. And that's my excuse.
Or getting involved with any other filmmakers this ATVA season? Have you been cast in anything or crewed up for anything?
Yeah, a few.
Not yet, but hopefully people will see my thing tonight and be like, I can fix him.
I see the potential.
I see what he can do, and I will make it better.
You get scared.
And then they'll take me onto their set and treat me as one of their own.
I've just realised that the vampire film that I'm a part of is kind of like Blade, where it's just being pushed back, and I'm signed on, and nothing's happening.
I thought it got cancelled.
That one, the Wolfish Grin one.
Yeah, the Wolfish Grin one. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be in that one, but it's.
Yeah, I just remembered. I think I had the role.
Because it was given to me.
You were given the role. You didn't want the role. I said, Rory, stop pissing about. Give me the role.
Yeah, exactly. Because I didn't want the big role. He was like.
Yeah. I hope that happens.
I thought it got cancelled.
Yeah.
It did get cancelled.
So is that putting an end to your acting hopes for this show's acting?
I've acted quite a bit recently. I don't know if I'll be in anything else. I've been in yours, but that's already been. I might come back for a couple of things, but for the most part, I think that's me done. Unless I make asked,
one.
Unless you make one. Yeah. You acting in anything, Tom?
I was acting in that one. I'm crewed up for Logan's, I think, but that's the extent of my involvement, I think.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You been asked to act in anything?
No.
You want to?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I'd be fine delivering lines. I wouldn't want to play a main character, but I think it'd be fun to come in. Everyone be like, I know that guy. He doesn't talk to anyone at AirTV, but
he's the cool one.
He sits in the corner and smiles and laughs at people.
Looks like he judges everyone.
It sounds like if we've been scheduling projects or one that you were supposed to be in, you could come in and fix that.
Oh, I mean, what you think? Kind of like
we make the film.
Now you could be recast as Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, we do look quite similar. I could be a stunt double.
Yeah.
I can do all the hard work, like the shots.
You
of him
can
up the
be a lot
stairs.
of days that Dylan can't make it, and vice versa. And you can kind of,
Yeah, we both have red crew neck jumpers.
So who's the fall guy? Damn.
That was a good one.
I think I'd be the fall guy.
Are you Brad Pitt or are you Leonardo DiCaprio? I've not seen the one, so I don't know who's the main actor in it. I've not seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Who's the main actor is Leo, and Brad Pitt is like. Oh man, I love that movie so much. One of my favorite.
Oh, we've got 8 listeners.
Oh really?
8 whole people.
See, this is what happens when you bring the boys on.
It's higher than usual. 9 listeners now.
Oh my god! Keep saying it. We'll go up.
So you need to make sure we've not been saying anything controversial. I didn't realise that because
So
the thing was paused and then
does one of them
I
include the
unpaused
venue?
it just though it went 4 to 9.
Do you reckon one of them includes the venue?
It may.
Sure hope so. I mean, there's.
Hello.
Who is that guy?
Who's that guy?
Who's that crazy cat on the speaker?
Yes, if any are listening right now and you can't see, some guy just came in the room there and said hello. It was a bit weird.
But if any of the 9 listeners would like to call in, feel free. We want to know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I'm assuming one of them might be Kearney. That's
Just call me on Messenger so we can talk to you.
Oh, I'll put my Me Mobile on.
So if you'd like to call in, feel free.
What was I going to say? I'm looking forward to October, I want to try and have an excuse to make some spooky films again, like a selection of them, you know? Because I feel like there's no incentive to, apart from just wanting to. I mean, I'm kind of making a spooky thing. I mean, the shoot we did the other day was pretty damn spooky, let me tell you.
It was terrifying when we were in the middle of the dark forest and that old lady walked by.
Oh yeah, our
So I
local
don't
ghost.
understand how she could see in that, because she didn't have a torch.
A nocturnal animal. It's crazy. That was quite spooky, I must say. Yeah, I guess that's a
Crazy.
little scary picture.
So, I mean, obviously, I don't know how much you guys were paying attention to last year, but there's obviously the huge lead up to the ATVAs where the trailers get posted and the posters go up and the big interviews happen. Are you guys looking forward to all of that? Or do you not feel like are you not the type of directors that want to promote your film? You want to let it
Well,
speak
they're all
for
here
yourself?
today, so
Yeah.
I
I think
always get really excited for it because the last two ATVAs I've been to, I've not actually been part of AirTV. So I don't actually know anyone or anything about the films getting made. So I remember just seeing the trailers come out and getting excited, like genuinely like know nothing about it. Like it was really nice to be like,
Which one was exciting you the most?
It's confusing me because I get them mixed up because I forget whose was what year. But Ian's one, I remember being excited for that because I was like, oh, they did a horror.
Great one.
Rock Hard, only because I was on the set for it. And I was like, I know where this is going. The posters as well. The posters, I can't remember the posters off the top of my head, but it was nice seeing all the posters and try, because I think posters got posted before the trailers, right?
Yeah.
So you could kind of try and figure out what the vibe was. And yeah, it was really fun, and I got to see them. And The Lost Soul as well. I was excited for that one. But yeah, it was cool. It was really nice, like not having any
It's a great
information on it.
build-up.
But yeah.
Do we all have our suits ready for the awards ceremony? You know what we're wearing?
Are we all going to match?
Just wondering if we're all set.
I mean, I need to get new stuff because I wore mine as a Halloween costume and got it covered in blood at the bin.
Really?
Yeah. It's Patrick Bateman.
But like you had a suit that you've now covered in blood.
Well, not a suit, but my only white shirt and
Oh,
my trousers are a bit small for me now.
I see. I'm considering wearing a wetsuit. I'm not sure. What's the vote?
The wetsuit,
Yeah.
go for
I
it.
think you should come in your costume.
With a bow tie?
Yeah.
or at least coming in a suit with the claws.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Oh, yeah.
So I come in the shoes and then like a little tie of some kind. Yeah. I think I will.
Or pay someone to come wearing the wetsuit and the costume. Pay them to sit in the corner the whole time.
That's a big peak if I went for dupe as Halloween and I could wear that, the banging
You still can.
red suit with the UFO on the back. That'd be peak.
I mean, obviously, it can be quite a daunting thing as well, having your film played for, like, what was it, about 100 people last year?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of that?
You won't know all of them.
A little bit anxious, honestly. But then if I get in the first like 5 minutes, some laughs will be like, nice. We're fine.
Oh, can you imagine silence? That'd be painful.
Laugh! This is funny.
Start heckling during your own film.
No.
And how would you feel with 100 people, most of whom you don't know, sitting watching your film?
Well, I'm not good at watching things I've made myself, so it'll be probably quite difficult with lots of other people watching it. So it'd be quite nerve-wracking and anxiety-inducing, I imagine.
Yeah, I struggle rewatching my OnlyFans as well.
I mean, it can
That is
really
a hard
depend.
watch.
It can depend whereabouts the placement is, because if you get put first, it's kind of like, in a way, that's kind of like, yeah, that's it for the night.
Yeah, you can't get yours compared to the person before yours.
I think I would like first.
Yeah, I think
'Cause then
first
it's
is the
like-
best.
Yeah, exactly. As you say, no comparison where it's like,
I mean, I did like the placement we had last year, but it obviously didn't really work out, so...
man,
Do you get to choose? Or
I mean, not really. We got asked, like, would we mind if it played like, before the break in the middle? And that sounded like a good place for it to go.
yeah.
Didn't work out, but
man. That was cringe.
Yeah, we need to make sure the McRoberts is like doing their job this time.
Would you say McRobert's Fart Centre?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I mean, there would be nothing worse if the Fishman starts and then it starts going out of sync.
Well, actually, I've made it in mind, so if it does happen, it's a silent film. It would honestly function not even that badly.
Maybe even better
As,
without the dialogue.
honestly. No, genuinely, like, I think it would still be salvageable
Yeah,
without sound.
because of the amazing camera work that tells the story.
The lighting, the acting, the production design.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible stuff.
Well, should we cut to a song break?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Anyone got any suggestions? Or if the 7 listeners have any suggestions, feel free to send them over.
Don't be shy.
Who is listening to Cardi?
Is there any fish-related songs?
Oh, Ocean Man
Oh, good choice.
by Ween, I believe. Yeah.
Ween. Beanie Weenie.
And to the 7 listeners, please call in after the song. We would love to hear from you.
Please do.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man and by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the open man? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form raised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man. Ocean man. Ocean man. Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip, 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 trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man and by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the open man? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form raised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man.
Okay. That was Ocean Man.
Who's it by?
By the one and only Ween.
Ween.
That's one of my favorite album covers. Look at that. It's on my wall. It's so cool.
What is it?
It's just
Fish.
an amalgam of different marine animals. Oh, fishies. They're so cool.
Fishy wishies.
So for your outfit, Tom, it's obviously got journalist elements in it.
Journalistic
And
elements.
you're doing a joint degree in journalism,
I am indeed.
and you obviously do a lot of work with the big team. Do you
I
say
do
it's been
indeed.
influenced by any of these outside elements?
That didn't, surprisingly, that didn't really come into it. It sort of went like, what are small businesses that struggle a lot? Then, newspapers, food,
Mm-hmm.
works, bosh, film.
I mean, the big newspaper struggles as well. I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do like a big GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Were there any film kind of inspirations? Journalistic film? Seen All the President's Men? Something like that?
It wasn't really inspired by journalistic films itself. It was more inspired by things like, you know, the new Wes Anderson shorts that have come on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
very heavily inspired.
I mean,
by
you
that
say
sort of-
journalism, French Dispatch. Have you seen that?
The French Dispatch, yeah, it's got a bit of French Dispatch about it. It's
Yeah,
got,
yeah, definitely.
It's not so much Henry Sugar, but the other three shorter ones.
Mhm.
It very much
Mm-hmm.
like looks at those and like takes that sort of style
That's really
and
cool.
incorporates it. Which I think
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I really
Would
like.
you film similarly to him? Do you like
I like that style of.
so you like a more perfect frame than a?
I like
kind
a
of-
perfect frame. I'm gonna play around with the fourth wall a little bit.
Oh, cool.
That's
gonna be-
interesting.
It's gonna be good fun to do. I'm gonna use the same cast members for some different roles as well, using
Yeah,
different
yeah.
mustaches to distinguish the
Nice.
sort of different characters. So that's gonna be good fun to play around
That
with.
sounds very exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
So if all of you could sum up your adverts without giving anything away, obviously, what would you describe them as?
The best of every genre for year one, I'd say.
It's kind of a greatest hits of lowbrow garbage.
Are you going to have that on the poster?
Yes. Yeah, why not? I mean, as you guys know, it started out pretty much just us wanting to remake Creature of the Black Lagoon. So there's definitely kind of like a love for B-movie monster flicks in there. It's pretty absurd, kind of farcical. There's a lot of influences in there. If you look at something and be like, oh, that reminds me of that, it's probably for a reason. It's probably coming from there. How I'd describe it, it's just a lot of fun. I think that's the biggest compliment I can give something. When I come out,
If you enjoy it?
yeah, when I come out
Yeah.
with a film, like, that was so much fun. That's really what I like go to anything for. So I hope that's what anyone comes out of that film with. What about you, Tom?
I'd say it's more. It's definitely stylized. So it's very much looking at one particular style and running with it. I hope it's seen as fun, but there's a few comedy elements in there. Hopefully they land the way I intend them to.
I mean, that can be the most nerve-wracking thing.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
putting comedy elements in and worrying that they won't like land the way you want them to is quite a nerve-wracking thing to do with a film. But yeah, hopefully fun. That's.
I mean, in a way, we managed to miss that last year because we don't know how anyone would react to the film.
Yeah.
Which, in a way, I guess was good if it didn't
Well,
land.
Yeah,
True.
imagine that. This year, maybe you'll actually people will realize if you're frauds or not.
Yeah.
If you're the real deal. No, there's no fear of that. I look forward to it. But I'm not
Anything
gonna
can
sit.
happen.
I'm not gonna sit next to you guys of fear that it does bomb.
To distance yourself.
I've done my bit.
We'll put you as an executive producer so you can't escape it.
God damn.
And if you could give anyone listening, 7 listeners, do we have any advice for how to shoot an advert or to rate one? Because maybe there are people at home that,
Or even cast one.
yeah, they're unsure about whether or not they'll make one in the next 20 days.
I think the overriding kind of tip is just do it and go for it, because you can keep pushing it
Yeah.
off and keep not doing it, and even if it turns out different to how you want it or worse how you want it, at least you're actually doing it. It's really not that hard to do.
Yeah.
You don't even like I've not really planned anything, haven't really had to schedule that much. Just get people that you know and like to help you make a thing. You make the thing.
Because then even if you don't win anything, like in 20 years, you'll still be able to say, like, this is the film I made at university that got
Exactly.
played in the cinema.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's still like a worthwhile thing making, even if it doesn't come out exactly the way you want it, or if it doesn't sweet.
Don't be precious of it as well. Maybe that's just coming from someone who's not precious of his. I mean, I've been working on it kind of on and off for 6 months, so there's an element of preciousness to it, but like, don't try and make it. I know there's attempt to, when if you're going to make your first thing, you want it to be good. Coming out the gate, like, everyone wants to notice you as really cool and interesting, but I honestly would just keep the notion of I want to make this thing because it's going to be fun.
I'd say go off what you're interested in. Like, it probably goes without saying, but like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're trying to write a film, like, if you're not a fan of horror films and you're trying to make a horror film because you think it'll be easy, don't do it because you won't enjoy making it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like, yeah, just go off what you're interested. Go off your what genre you really like. Style it how you want to style it. Just basically
Absolutely.
do what you want to do with it. Don't like let other people tell you what to do with it.
And I guess if you do really love like the story you've written and stuff, like it will come on screen.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a quote from Tarantino that if you love movies inside and out, you can't help but make at least a fun, good film. Yeah, keep that in mind, I guess. But it's been really nice being in drama just for this little while longer. All the people who are at least trying, like writing stuff, they've done like better than me. Even though I'm making something, I wouldn't have even had anything to send to anyone. So that's promising that people are giving it a crack even to that stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking forward to it all.
It should be good. I'm looking forward.
It will be good. And if it's not, I'll spice up and go slap someone who like wins an award, and then we can get some content out of that. Do you think you'd be able to film at the ATVAs? Because I have, you guys know Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan's had an idea for kind of a Fishman adjacent film where part of the film would take place after the ATVAs, like around the
You
screening.
could film it.
Yeah, so I think just after we're going to film some scenes.
Or even like when people are taking their seats, you could hijack the stage, say we're doing during the break. You could do it.
I think it'd be really cool.
Break.
And then watching it next year and being like, oh, that's really
Although there are rules that if it's an ATVA, it needs to be made in the academic year, so you would maybe have to get a. I mean, if it's just one scene, then.
I mean, you guys are you would be the current presidents of those ATVAs. So
we'll make an exception.
Yay! Good stuff.
If it's got artistic value, I think it will.
Good. That was my only question, I guess.
So would you want the Fishman to be like a long-running serial?
Well, I'm sure if it even gets made at all, and the story will probably change up until next year, but it would be kind of, the Fishman is actually, at the moment it's a film within a film, but the sequel would be that this was even a film made by the director in it. So after so Rowan would be playing a character like me, plays at the ATVAs, and they're like, that's so good, we want a second one. Comes to like me and Maddie to make a second one, we're like, no, so he has to kind of make himself, and he's like really depressed.
Damn.
So maybe we just keep pulling back the layers and make it a film within a film each time, I don't know. We'll see. Just gotta keep it fun. How are we looking? What's time?
It's 22, so there's still time to call in if you haven't. We've got more listeners than usual, so please do so.
How many have we got there now?
6.
6. Oh.
We lost 3 of them, but you never know, they could be listening to Gareth. All of then you could be listening.
Air watch party. Been listen party.
I mean, that's what used to happen in the media office last year. It would just be on the TV
That's
from 11 to 1.
Wow. The good old days.
I'm sure it will come back eventually.
What, the media office?
Yeah.
I've been in there twice. This is quite nice.
It is.
Have you guys seen The Suicide Squad? James Gunn's The Suicide Squad?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first or the second one?
The second one. You know the bit at the end when Idris Elba's on the concrete and he keeps like dropping down levels and levels? I want to make a film in the media office and just like dropping through the rack.
Enough or nothing.
these concrete slabs. That'll be fun.
There's actually a really good Denis Villeneuve short film that he made called Next Floor. I don't know if any of you have seen it.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I think I started watching it once. I've heard.
Yeah, and it's like the table with all the people on it, and they eat so much that they just fall through the floor.
Yeah. I think that was his inspiration for The Baron.
Yeah, no, I'm being dead serious. Did you watch it until they all turned white and bald? I'm being
Really?
dead serious. Yeah. No, that's why in the comics.
Is that right?
That's how he came up with the design for the Harkonnens, because every time they fall, the dust and the ash covers them in white.
Wow.
And obviously all the guys have short hair, so they just turn into like full white, like domes.
He
And I was
does love his gluttonous
shit.
Nazis.
Holy shit, yeah. They're rich and they're white. They're Harkonnens.
He did it again. Tom, have you seen Dune Part 2?
I have not seen Dune. I still need to see Dune Part 1. I know it's on my list.
Wow. They slept. Good movies.
I will watch them.
True.
I will watch them.
You seen anything fun in the cinemas recently?
Logan dragged me to see this horror film with Sydney Sweeney in it recently.
Hell yeah. That shit rules.
That was an interesting.
Easter themed.
I know it was Easter themed.
Very Easter themed.
It was extremely Easter themed.
It was about bringing Jesus back from the dead. There were rolling rocks and boulders coming out of caves.
Coming out of caves, there was
Was there a bunny?
there was
No.
falling through walls. There was
Absolutely.
evil priests.
They're selling tickets for like £6.66 as well, aren't they?
Really? Maybe in the US
Yeah.
we don't do fun stuff like that.
Damn.
No, no.
I actually
also a
found
rip-off.
out the other day that my uncle was born on the 6th of June, 1966.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is this the weird uncle?
I've got a view. But it's an eye-opener because I think there's something going on now.
Yeah.
hmm
I think when was the full moon? On the 6th of June 1966. And also the witching hour. You got to line this up. A lot could have happened. Immaculate was awesome.
Yeah, it was really.
The ending was the audience laughing at the end when she keeps screaming.
I know it was.
Our
quite-
whole audience was laughing. It was a few started at the beginning at the first scream, and there was more and more people laughing.
I know
the
people
more you
started
screamed.
laughing, but it was just a bit traumatizing when like, the baby wasn't making normal cry sounds. It was like grunting and stuff. It was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck
It's
is she
almost
just
Just
given
a
birth to?
growling.
It was
baby.
almost a full
Fuck is she
moon.
just giving birth to?
Pardon?
It was almost a full moon on that day.
Wow.
It could have been.
I think that's important to note.
Yeah. Have you seen anything good lately?
Immaculate for sure.
Immaculate.
Genuinely awesome, surprising.
It was a very, very.
I
good film.
wasn't expecting much from it, but as I would say, a very fun time. There's a whole like subplot. It's kind of Jurassic Parky trying to bring Jesus back to life. They have one of his nails, you know, like when he's got his hands and his feet nailed. And like we still have one of his nails,
Ones.
and we still got a bit of Jesus left on this
It's got
nail.
a bit of human flesh, isn't it? It's got a bit
So
of
we're
human-
gonna put a bit of Jesus in you, kind of like the mosquito in Amber.
And they
Well, I
use
mean,
that-
if you go to any kind of Catholic church in Europe, they'll say that they've got a bit of him.
Yeah, everyone's got a bit of Jesus. I'm just surprised they haven't tried to do the old.
They did try and clone Jesus inside this.
Because I know there's a church in Bruges that they've got a veil of blood, and they'll
That's
let you come
awesome.
up and touch it.
To just have a veil of blood of any
Yeah.
kind. Wow.
But surely there can't be that much Jesus to go around.
There's a little bit. That's a quote in the film. We still got a little bit of Jesus left.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It should have been the tagline. We got a little bit of Jesus left in us. Immaculate was awesome. What else did I see? We rewatched Garfield.
Yeah, that was a watch.
Has anyone ever seen Forgotten Silver?
Never heard of it.
No.
It's a very good documentary.
I feel like that's how we
Yeah.
balance each other out on this. I say Garfield, you say Forgotten Silver. And we kind of meet all good.
I'd recommend. I kind of hope one day someone will make an RTV equivalent of it.
What's the gist?
Basically, in the 90s, Peter Jackson made a documentary with a fake New Zealand filmmaker
Okay.
that he claimed was this was the guy that actually created the colour and he created sound. He did all of these things, but no one's ever talked about him because he was very secretive about his work. It went live on New Zealand television and it fooled like the whole country into believing
Wow.
that like the next day everyone in New Zealand was like, we're such a great country. We made cinema what it is.
Well, that's so funny. He's punked them at least twice to be like, you're actually important first. And then he was like, Lord of the Rings, you actually now have something. That's so funny.
Apparently, like the next day, all like the film lecturers in the country were like, "Oh, I did know a little bit about this guy."
He was my guy. You ready?
Kind of like
They just got-
Douglas.
I was going to say, do you think your radio feature is going to do a similar thing where people are like, oh, I also slept with Bill Douglas?
Because remember, we had that guy come in who's like, you got Peter Jewell. No way.
Yeah.
PJ.
PJ. We got PJ and Billy D.
Oh, Bill Douglas.
Bill Douglas.
But I kind of like to do something similar, like, because they just got an actor to play this guy in all these pictures and
That would be
cool
really
movies.
funny. That would honestly be a great ATVA.
Yeah.
This is the guy who made the first ATVA. He's like,
John ATVA.
yeah.
Even if we have it be like, this is the guy that originally created ATV, it got cancelled for a bit, but if you go back, this was actually made like one day before the big newspaper was made, making it the oldest society.
Yeah, that would be really funny. Fool the world. If there was an object that had a bit of Bill Douglas left on it, Peter Joe was like, this still has a bit of Bill Douglas left on it.
The pillowcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who out of the four of you in the radio feature do you think would take on the burden of...
Of taking it home.
of bringing him back to life?
Oh, right.
Would we have to sacrifice ourselves?
No, I mean, I hope the birth is successful, but
We'd have to give birth.
You have to host him for 9 months.
Oh, God.
But-
to
but-
germinate Billy D in it.
Yeah, but you get to bring him back. You're doing God's work.
For context, for anyone that doesn't know, Bill Douglas was a filmmaker. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah.
He made apples.
Mm-hmm. We watched all 6 of them.
So it would be...
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Nathan?
I could be persuaded.
Okay.
I wouldn't, personally.
That's a good
For
point,
cinema.
because you could be like, well, if he comes back, he's going to have this great... He's going to finally be recognised as a filmmaker. And
That's right.
he would owe us
Mhm.
some clout.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
You
would
know what,
definitely
I
get a
would,
cut of his money and get maternity leave.
Exactly.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
So
Although
go
obviously if Rory wanted to do it, we could have that discussion. But
We'll have that discussion today.
Well,
Yeah.
so
We
you
can
have
ask
four.
Dr. Phil.
Well, that's Dr. Phil. We're going to go interview him again.
Hypothetically, if Bill Douglas was to come back to life and one of us four had to give birth to him, which one do you think would be best?
I mean, you got director, producer, editor, and
Chief-
mother.
Yeah, yeah. You write an essay that you're the mother of the group.
And also, suppose we're on the topic of acclaimed stuff and awards, there's also the Nastas this weekend. Is that
Oh,
correct?
This weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I forgot about that.
I don't know what we're doing for it, but
Are NASTA's workshop related?
No, it's
not
just...
really.
We nominated some stuff, but it's National Student Television Awards.
Is anyone
Oh, I'm thinking of the Shatvas. When I hear NASTA, I think like nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I always think like, oh right, this is like the funny stuff.
But the Shappers, you can win stuff for workshops.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What were you saying?
Did we
Tom?
submit any
Is
workshops?
anyone attending the Masters this year?
Henry was, but he's not going
He
anymore. is
was,
No.
he was, but I hope
When
he's
they
not-
got
he's not
nominated
filming
for
on
that-
Sunday.
When they got nominated for the television awards, he decided to buy that ticket instead, I think.
he? Makes sense.
Yeah.
We're also filming
hopefully he
on
wins.
Sunday, so I hope he isn't going.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But as a station, we could win a few things. No one would be allowed to accept it like last time, but
So we wouldn't actually get anything, but
Would you say we're like the Hayao Miyazakis of...
we're definitely like the underdog of the Nastas.
We just come in barking.
Yeah.
Why don't we
Snarling.
submit all the anthologies?
We did submit the title sequence.
Oh, nice.
so that if that won, that would be a win for all of them.
Booyah, bee. That would be cool.
Booyah. Oh, and then you can add that to your title sequence and have like a award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was only submitted because there isn't another one, really. So,
Award nominated. Before every film. We're not even lying. We're just fooling them.
I mean, did we talk about having a screening for it on Saturday?
I don't know.
A screening for what?
The Masters, because they have a big live stream.
Oh, did they
for
live
it.
stream it?
Yeah, there was a live stream last year, and like all of the nominees get announced at the same time.
It's not really long.
Yeah, it's kind of fun though, watching to see if you win anything.
What do you get if you win?
If you attend the event, you get a trophy. If you don't, you
You
get
don't
nothing.
get anything.
That's fair.
Although there is a first, second, and third, so there is a chance.
A decent chance.
Or if we got Station of the Year, you know, that would be a win for everyone.
Yeah. I think that's the goal. A win for everyone.
So does that just mean the society?
Yeah.
Right. Guess that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they judge it based on like the montage that you send in. I like to think the one we edited was kind of good.
Absolutely. I think I saw that, actually.
All 10 minutes.
I'm trying to remember. I think I was there around when we were doing like NASA stuff, so I think I saw a bit of that. It was good.
I mean, Focus could end up getting a nomination again.
I mean, we've not really made a new format episode. I think we've still just got the Vox Pops up, which I don't. I'd be surprised, personally.
Do you think that would, if it managed to win for the Vox Pops, do you think that would, what would that do for Brig? Do you think that they would kind of, would they be annoyed that it was the Vox Pops that won?
To be honest, I don't really care what Brig. As far as I'm concerned, it's a television awards. My award.
That's true.
You're bringing the Brig slander today.
When do I not bring the Brig slander?
Good point.
I love Brig. Don't worry.
And I
Welcome,
guess
Brig. I
You
love Brig.
saved it.
in the minutes we have left, you should probably plug the hoodies for today.
Oh yeah. If you want a hoodie or a hat, I think they may still be on sale. So
When can we expect the ones that we've ordered?
2 weeks-ish.
Oh, really?
What about
I don't
the
know
hat?
because the hat should be soon, but the hoodies I was checking last night, they're out of stock and all of them. So they'll arrive.
Is that because we're
Insane.
selling out because we're doing so well, or
No, like the company that sells them, they're out of stock on navy blue hoodies.
Not on the small size, so
Yeah, one person ordered small, so that one will be here, but medium and large are all out of stock.
Yeah, GM. Well, I'm excited to get
They'll
rid
be
of
here
weapons.
soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that brings us to the end, unless anyone wants to call in. Anyone got a song they want to end on?
I mean, I've said two. I can give a third though if you want.
yeah, give us a third.
For God's sake, I'll make it funny.
We're counting on it.
before that,
I shouldn't have said that.
thank you all for being on today, and thank you to the 7 listeners or the 9 listeners
Thank
at
you
a
so
point.
much, everybody.
Make sure to come to the workshop tonight and the one next week as well to learn all about editing. It may even be in Pathfit, so
Yeah.
Wow. ATV on
At
location.
that time of night, would it not be alarmed?
I don't know.
Or we're all gonna have to go
It
around the
can't be
back.
any more cringe than when we were filming the last anthology and we were told that, you know, none of the lecturers will be here, don't worry. And then the second we went into the room to start filming, you could see Michael coming down the corridor.
He'll be long gone. Long gone by now.
Was this the writer's vibe?
No, it was for Rory's anthology
Oh.
during the scene in that room.
Oh,
I
this
didn't
scene.
know you went in there at night.
Hmm?
I didn't know you went in there at night.
No, it was when we went in, I guess it wasn't too close tonight when we were filming that bit
Oh
with
yeah, I was there. Yeah. Sorry.
Rory's character.
Yeah.
And then you could see Michael walking down the corridor. I was like, it was so cringe having to do that. Having to explain
love
to him
seeing
why we're
that.
in the editing suite late and close to night when he's going home for the night, and like a bunch of people that aren't third years or like using the editing suite.
I mean, not third years, but still almost 30.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Did you find a song?
Just play Ridin'. Ridin' by Chameleonaire.
How do you spell that?
Ridin. Oh, what? Oh, the second one.
This one, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's been the show today, the first of an ATVA Roundtable. It's not really a round table, but
It's more rectangular.
yeah. We'll hopefully be on next week with another panel of esteemed filmmakers.
Steaming filmmakers. Stinking filmmakers.
Well, have a good day.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you very much.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding dirty. My music's so loud, I'm swinging, they hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty, trying to 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 catch me riding dirty. They can see me lean, I'm tense so it ain't easy to be seen. When me see me ride by, they can see the gleam. I shine on the deck in the TV screen. Ride with a new chick, she like cola. Next to the PlayStation controller is a full clip in my pistola. Send a jacker into a coma. Girl, you ain't know I'm crazy like Crazy Bone, just tryna bone, ain't tryna have no babies.